Hey, fellow traders, this is Vikram from Viable Trading Community. Today, I'd like to share one of my trades in NetApp that I took on Friday, 2nd of August. This is my first recap, so would really appreciate if you can share any feedback, comments, or even questions in the comment section. I'll be sure to check it out and respond. So let's move on to the actual setup. Today, what I'd like to do is I would like to showcase the strategy first. This is a new reversal strategy. I've not read it anywhere. This is something that I have seen it while operating in simulator in the last 1 year, and that I like to share. And then once we talk about the strategy, the entry, the exit, and the stop points, I will share my actual trade, and then we'll go from there. So it is called Ruby Red Stairs strategy, Ruby Red Stairs, named after the Ruby Red Stairs in Times Square, of course. So what we want to see is this doesn't happen very often, but this is one of the most simple strategy, and it has very high accuracy also. So let's take a look at it. So this is an NetApp. So the first 5-minute candle has a large body and a large volume. Of course, the opening candle and opening volume has large one. But then can you see that the next few candles have reducing candle body, right? You can see it's a reducing candle body. Like this width is smaller than this, and this is smaller than this, and this is smaller than this, and this is smaller than this, and it kind of forming a staircase. And let's go to the volume. Volume also forms a similar pattern. You have a high volume here, and a shrinking volume, and more shrinking volume, and more shrinking volume. So you also have a staircase pattern here, right? This is something that I'd like to call a stopping volume. So when we have, I'm just going to remove it so we can see clearly. So when you see the candle body is so small, but then the volume is higher than the average volume, right? If you compare these two candles with the volume, this has a smaller body, but has a larger volume. So this is what I call a stopping volume, the term I borrowed from Anna Coling. This is where the market makers buy a lot of shares from the retail traders and the institutions, right, from the market. So that's why I'd like to see this is the best price that market makers think he can get, and they can get, and so they buy in huge volumes. And what it also indicates is that it is time for reversal. It has the price has found a bottom finally after it has dropped from here, and it's ready to reverse, right? And when it reverses, it happens so fast, right? Like you can see, these two candles cover almost more than half of the drop, right? Coming to the entry point, so this is the actual setup, right? When you have the staircase kind of a setup and then a stopping volume. This could also be, this is a small candle body with a high volume. This could also be a normal candle body with a high lower wick, right? That indicates that when the price hits a certain support level, there is a huge pressure to buy. The market makers are buying it because it's ready for reversal. The entry point can be the break of this body right here. If you can see right here, okay, I'm going to try it again. So right here, right? Once it breaks right here, and then you can, and the stop loss can be here or here, right? These two are almost at the same level, this and this, but you can keep a stop somewhere here, right? And this is also it's up to the risk appetite of individuals, but you can also keep a stop here just to be on the safe side. And the exit can be at the MAs, or sorry, VWAP, MA, MAs, MA, right? So that's how it can work it out. I mean, we can see it reached here, but then I will show you that it actually reached the top. It's reached the 50 MA also. As you can see, yeah, it touched it, reached it, yeah, crossed it. So now I'll show you the same trade that I took. So here it is. This is purely based on the 5 minutes. There is nothing on the 1 minute. As you can see, the entry is there is no indication here. In fact, it's only preempting the cross. But then again, this is done based on the 5 minute. But once the candle body is broken, I took it long here, and I took partial here and near the VWAP from the montage, and something in the 9 MA and something at the 20 MA. My partials are not so great. I mean, in fact, they are far from perfect. But my idea today was to just share the setup, and if you like it, you could take it. Just one more thing I'd like to share. So I took a partial and partial here, and then the moment it came down below VWAP, I just took it off because I had to go. I had kept this partial for 20 MA, 50 MA, but then I took all of it out. Now let me bring up the 15-minute also to show you something. On the 15-minute chart, you find a similar pattern here, right? You find a similar pattern here. You find a staircase pattern here. Huge candle, big volume, shrinking. Yeah, shrinking. So it's once again a similar kind of a setup. Let me show you like this. Yeah, so if you can look at, it's a staircase pattern here, and these two I consider, especially this one, I consider as a stopping volume with a what you call a high lower wick. Again, this is the same setup, and if you take it at the same place here, like here, right? Once the body is broken here, you can take it here, keep your stop here or below this candle, or even this candle for that matter, this candle, and the price never crossed that candle, the low of the candle, right? It touched exactly the same on 45.02. Below that candle, and then you're good to go. I think you would. This one also went up to the 50 MA, maybe not, but it reached here. It's again a good setup on the 15 minutes. You could trade based off of that. Thanks, guys. Let me know what you think, and see you in the next video.